All right, y'all, here we are. Update on the truck. Got the motor out, transmission out. 1990 D21 Hardbody. Got a lot of big things going on with it right now. We can start up here in the engine bay. I'm gonna work on getting today. Gonna pull the brake master cylinder and booster out and pull the clutch master cylinder out, because I'm gonna try and clean up all this rust. And I don't know if I need to order a new brake master cylinder or what, because that joker's been leaking obviously for years. But I just took a wire brush and scraped away all the old, because I sprayed some paint over it before just to kind of just make it look a little bit more decent. But I'm gonna do it right this time while I have everything out. I spent a lot of time last night cleaning up under here in this trans tunnel. A lot of grease and grime built up. I'm also gonna, I'm not sure which way I'm gonna go, because the turbo's going in and the turbo intake's gonna be on this side, because I was gonna relocate my battery to the right hand side and do like a new like cold air intake, because I'm not doing the turbo yet. I'm gonna do the turbo next year after the baby's born. Well, the baby's born this year, but do the turbo next year. But for now, I was gonna get my throttle body set up for the turbo, and I'm gonna get, you know, an aluminum elbow welded onto this throttle body so I can just go ahead and be ready for the turbo, ready and set up. And so, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna fab up some type of cold air intake setup on it. So if I relocate the battery to the right-hand side, then I can build a box, you know, like a modern type cold air intake box setup, because it already has this little cutout. I don't know what this is for from the factory, a hole there, you know, so it'll pull cold air nice. And I like it even better because it'll be pulling cold air away from, you know, and it's not going to be on the exhaust side of the truck. So we'll see how that goes. I just still have a lot of, let me turn my light on. I still have a lot of cleaning to do. I'm going to get this thing looking just as nice and as I can do, you know, on a budget and how much I feel like doing. I mean, it's already pretty clean in here right now. All up under here, I spent last night cleaning with just a brush and degreaser, my steam cleaner. I want to see if I can remake these fender liners. Like, I don't want to touch them yet because they're falling apart. Anytime you take these little plastic clips off of this truck or touch anything that's not metal, it just falls apart. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't like the idea of not having fender liners. Like, these guys with these modified trucks have it all wide open underneath, so and it looks cool, you know, and easy to work on. But I want to keep crap, you know, rocks and dirt and mud and nastiness from Florida down here out of the engine bay. So yeah, I ordered all new heater hoses and stuff. I'm gonna do my absolute best to build this truck and turbo it with factory air conditioner and factory heater. Like, I've seen one guy at Ordo Tunes down in Mexico, the only guy I've seen that's running it with a really clean setup with factory AC. So I know it can be done. I think you got to use a 240SX turbo manifold, so it puts the turbo, you know, nice right next to these AC hoses. These are the ones that are in the way. And then, you know, I don't know how he mounted his condenser. His intercooler looks a little, that's the only thing I don't like, is it looks a little bit janky when he did it. But, you know, somehow I got to keep this AC condenser and then mount the intercooler somewhere in here. So I have to cut some of this grill out or move all the radiator and the AC back some. I'm not sure. You know, I plan on going with an aluminum radiator with electric cooling fans, so I can bring that radiator as far back as I need to. So we'll see. I don't know. It's going to happen. Like, I'm not getting rid of the AC in this truck. That's one of the coolest things about it, and is it literally, but it works great, you know, so I'm going to keep it. My dad would go nuts if I took the AC out of this truck. This is my granddad's truck, so I'm trying to, my granddad would love what I'm doing to it. My dad, you know, we'll see. But it's, you know, getting more love than it's ever gotten in its life before, so yeah, I've got everything. I don't know, I'm just going to spend a lot of time cleaning, getting it all prepped up so I don't have to do this again whenever I'm doing all the power mods and all the cool stuff to it. I want it to be ready to go, ready to accept anything that I put, you know, I want to do to it. So we'll see. It's getting there. I still got the color swatches coming for the carpet, because I'm gonna do a nice brand new carpet inside. I'm gonna do all the rest of the kill mat on the floor. I'm gonna go up as far up under the firewall. There's this rubber mat in here. Let me see if I can get in here. This rubber mat in here. I can lift this up pretty far. It goes up under the dashboard and against the firewall and bolt it in. I ain't doing that yet. The heater core ain't leaking yet, so I ain't doing anything. I'm not taking it out. Plastic on this truck, like I said, I'm scared of touching the plastic on this truck. Everything's great in here. Even this steering column cover is great, so I'm not gonna mess with it. But we'll keep it going. Oh yeah, let me show you all this. This is just funny things on this little truck that over the years, just no one's ever messed with it. So you get surprises. Everything I do, everything I take apart is a surprise. So I took this, I guess this is for the air conditioner. Whoa. I took it out and then I walked away. Because, yeah, I'm sure that's flowing good. So I guess I'm gonna have to put some screens up under those vents on the cowling. That's what guys do to prevent that from happening. They put some screen. They take this up, put some screen down, like some screen porch, or a screen door screen, and put this back down on top, and you can't even see the screen, and it keeps all the big stuff out. I'm gonna have to do that, but it's getting there. Hopefully, if I can get this motor all cleaned up and the transmission all cleaned up. Sorry, I've got a bunch of crap in here right now. You know, this transmission's looking 10 times better than it did. You know, it was black before with an inch of grease on it. The bell housing, I'm trying to get all cleaned out on the inside. I want it to be just a blank canvas when I start. Something like, you know, you come out of the factory. I still have to decide what color I'm gonna paint the motor. I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm gonna go all aluminum color, you know, kind of old school Skyline looking motor. But just so that way, if I have any oil leaks in the future, in theory, I'll be able to see anything. I got this freeze plug popped out. The inside of this was just full of nastiness. I got that out. I got the new one sitting over there. I just haven't put it back in yet. Just haven't decided. I'm probably gonna I gotta pick up the other two. I'm gonna do this side, the whole side. All the freeze plugs. I might even do the other side. They're cheap. But you kind of have to have that mindset of like, do you mess with something that's not messed up? Or do you do it 100%? Give or take. I guess it's everything in life. Don't fix what's not broken. But yeah. Got my breather off. I was going to get an adapter plate and a kit offline, but it's like $100 for this little plate with an AN fitting that goes right there. And then you run it to it, because I'm going to do a catch can. But I think I'm going to throw this breather back on there because it was actually really clean on the inside, and my intake was fairly clean. It had a little bit of junk in the intake, but I want to get a catch can set up for it so I don't have any of that oil stuff going straight into my intake. I want that catch can to catch all that crap, go through here, go through the PCV. I'm going to keep the PCV set up for now. And yeah, and then the turbo after that. So we'll see. I got a lot of planning, a lot of big work to do. My dad's going to come over next weekend, and we're going to throw it all back in and go from there. But my goal for this truck, I mean, is to get it as simplified as possible. You know, it's just you know, fuel, air, and spark. That's all I want for this motor. No emission stuff. You know, it's a 1990 and it's OBD1, so I'm lucky that this truck, you can pretty much do whatever you want to it, and you know, the ECU is not going to recognize, like, I have a bunch of sensors unplugged and everything. But I got it all cleaned up. Look at this fender well. That's so clean. It's pretty much going to stay like this. I might put the windshield washer reservoir back in there. I might find an aftermarket one if I can find the reservoir has a little 12-volt pump on it. like part of the reservoir. So I might, if I can find an aftermarket or a universal one that's like kind of this black or metal or something, that'd be kind of cool. And I got to figure out a way to mount this coil. I think I'm gonna mount it straight here, right here. And cover up that black hole. That might be cool. All right, we'll see. I got a lot of cleaning still to do. I'm an OCD guy. I like to clean. I'm come from aviation. I like to make sure that everything is jam up 100% before I put some parts back in it. So we'll go from there. That's the update. I'll keep you all in touch later.